Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into this edition of Above the Fold. I am your host, Austin Brissett, and sitting next to me, Vista reporter V. Loom. Now, this week, it's a rather unique story, really. It's something I've never seen, really, in the paper, and it's a brilliant story, though. V, you did a great job, really. This is something I've never seen. But what I will say, and V's going to give you kind of the gist of what her story is about, but what I'll say to lead into that is a group called UCO Conservative. It's an unofficial Instagram account not affiliated with the University of Central Oklahoma. Had some comments, if you will, about UCO and how they are not as racially diverse as they say by their comments. V, what'd you find out?
So basically, last Wednesday we have a Korean culture night, and the International Student Council have a photo to help them to promote the events.
Sure.
But after the event, and I believe it's Wednesday, really late at night, and that person commented on the post, and they said like, if we have those cultural event, but we don't have a Caucasian event, it's reverse racism.
Right.
And my friend told me about it the next morning, and I saw a lot of like arguments of people who saw that comment, and yeah, so I tried to contact the people to see like what they think, what they concern, and on the other hand, because they have UCO in the name, I also contact the university communications to ask about their policy as well as like what they think about diversity, what they think about racism on campus.
Okay, sure. And I know you talked to several people throughout this whole story, and one person you talked to was David Macy, the Assistant Vice President for Cultural and Global Competencies on the UCO campus, and he basically said that, you know, it is as diverse as we say it is because there are certain events like Thanksgiving, there are certain events such as homecoming that are all kind of European American, you know, even teaching humanities and things like that. It all focuses on that. What else did he have to say about the whole deal and basically kind of his defense for UCO?
So he told me like, not even like in humanity, but also in history,
Sure.
in other cultural courses, we talk a lot about Western culture. And even he told me like if we go to the Melcher Hall, where we can see a lot of plays and music show, and like most of it are for European culture, Western culture, and he said like when we celebrate the culture of other countries or other race, it's not like we take away of white culture.
There you go. Yeah.
But like because we are diversity, we have a lot of people come to the country and we want to celebrate it adds something to the culture that we already have.
Okay, and for those of you that don't know, this person who chose to remain anonymous, we don't know who the person is. V had to reach out to this person via social media and did the interview there and got her information. But they claimed reverse racism, which is kind of by internet definition is almost a basically anti-white kind of thing. Like basically, okay, you like these cultures and celebrate this, but if somebody were to do it this way for white people, it would be considered racist, right? Well, you also talked to Adrienne Nobles, you said for University Communications. She is the Assistant Vice President for that. And that had to do with this person having the UCO logo in their account picture, which is something that bothered some people because that makes people think that it's a UCO-affiliated program when, again, it is not affiliated with the university in any official capacity. So what did Adrienne Nobles have to say about the logo being in and how they reached out to Instagram for a potential lawsuit?
So actually, Noble sent me policy of using logo and branding of UCO, and she told me that like only some large organization on campus like UCO or Leader of Tomorrow have the right to use the UCO logo, and other organizations, for example, International Student Council or Asian American Student Council, like they can have their own logo, but they don't have the right to use UCO logo, even though they are official organization on campus. And she also told me that UCO Conservative is not an organization on campus, and that's what the person told me, also told me about it. And she said like they don't have the right to use UCO logo and UCO name. So she just told me she reached out to Instagram, and Instagram is working on the process to take off the name and ask the person to change it. But I reached out to the person recently, and he told me like there's only the college Republican group on campus contact them to add them to change the name, but they didn't receive any request from a university or from Instagram.
Right.
So Instagram is in the process right now.
Sure, sure. And this person as well did give some comments and say, you know, that if they wore their MAGA hat, Make America Great Again hat onto campus, they would get whispers, you know, some dirty looks and things like that. This person even claimed that they were denied entrance to a classroom in school, you know, because they were a conservative-minded person, or they said they got kicked out of a class because they got in a debate with their teacher about their teacher's thoughts politically and stuff. And this person also claimed that there was no UCO kind of a Republican or conservative group on campus at the time, when there is the UCO College Republicans. You spoke to their president, Riley Jensen. What did Riley have to say?
Riley, at first, like when at first I contacted her and she right away told me like neither her or the organization or any member of the organization had a relation to that account. And I think after that, I asked her some questions about like what College Republican and when they published, and she told me that they published in about September of this semester. And I also asked her like how easy the process is, and she told me that it's pretty easy and straightforward. And yeah. I think College Republican also published a statement like after the day we published the story, and they said like they have their own social media account and they not have any relation to that account we're talking about.
Right. Okay. And V, this was a fantastic story. For those of you out there, I highly, highly recommend picking up the Vista this week and reading the story. V, brilliant job. Awesome getting all the facts out there, getting all the information, putting it together, reaching out to multiple sources. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our brilliant Vista reporters, as well as our U Central media team. This has been Austin Brissett with V Loong with this week's Above the Fold.